That's a 500% decrease in net profit. Now, discounting might sound like one of those things that's a good idea to increase the workflow coming into your business or get you over the line on a few more jobs. But I got 100 reasons why I could argue against that. But what I want to focus on right now is the impact of discounting on the numbers or the financial side of your business. Because this is probably an area where most guys or most business owners don't really understand what that true impact actually looks like. So let's look at an example. Say you quote a job for $1,000. Now, let's say, for example's sake, you quote it at a 30% gross profit margin. That means you've got a gross profit of $300, 30% of $1,000. Now, this means that your direct job cost or your cost to deliver the job, your labor, your materials and so on, is going to come out to $700. That's your $1,000 minus your $300 gross profit. Now, let's say you submit that quote, everything looks good. You give it to the client comes back, they want to price pressure you, they want you to sharpen your pencil a little bit to get you over the line. So instead of holding your ground, you decide to drop your price a little bit. And let's say you drop it by 10%. So that means you've got a quote price now of $900, but your cost to deliver the job is still $700. You still got to have the same labor, the same materials and so on to actually deliver the job. That means you've got a gross profit now of $200. That's your $900 minus your $700. So, looking at that now, you might be a bit bummed. Yeah, you've lost that $100 in gross profit, but at the end of the day, you're happy, you've still got a profit on the job. But the problem is here, gross profit isn't what you make as the business owner. Gross profit is what the business makes as a reward for taking on the risk of delivering this job. The business makes it, not you. What you make is net profit. Now, net profit is the leftover from gross profit once your overheads and your taxes have been paid. That's the reward that you get for taking on the risk of starting and running a trade business. Now, let's say, for example's sake, you have no taxes, all you have to consider is overheads. And let's say it's a 20% overhead recovery rate. So that's 20% of your sales revenue that comes in needs to be used to cover the overhead costs of your business, which is pretty standard in a trade business. So for your first example where you didn't discount, you got $1,000, 20% of $1,000 is $200. Now that $200 in overhead costs needs to be absorbed in your $300 gross profit, which comes out at a $100 net profit. Now, when we look over to where you've discounted by 10%, 20% of $900 is $180. Again, that's got to be absorbed in your $200 gross profit, which means you've got a $20 net profit coming out of the discounted job. That's a 500% decrease in net profit and a 500% decrease in the reward that you're getting for the risk of delivering this job and running a trade business. So that's huge. So the lesson really here is that the impact of discounting, even though it might be 10% up here, the impact isn't actually on the top line, your sales revenue line. The greatest impact is on the bottom line, the net profit, the reward that you're getting as the business owner. So moving forward, whenever you get price pressured or you ever consider discounting on the job, make sure you're considering all the numbers that it's actually impacting, because again, the greatest impact's down here. So a small little discount up here has a huge impact on the profitability that you're receiving as a reward for taking on the risk of running your business.